I hate theater. Well, it's so disappointing, isn't it? You know what I do when I'm sitting in a darkened theater waiting for the show to begin? I pray. Oh, dear God, please let it be a good show. And let it be short. Oh, Lord in heaven, please. 2 hours is fine. 3 hours is too much. And I keep the actors out of the audience. God, I didn't pay good money to have the fourth wall come crashing down around my ears. I just want a story and a few good songs that will take me away. I just want to be entertained. I mean, isn't that the point? Amen. You know, there was a time when people sat in darkened theaters and thought to themselves, what have George and Ira Gershwin got for us tonight? Or, can Cole Porter pull it off again? Can you imagine? Now it's, please, Elton John, must we continue this charade? It used to be, sitting there in the dark, you knew that when the show began, you would be taken to another world. A world full of color and music and glamour. And you thought to yourself, my God, when are they going to bring up the lights? Hello. How are we today? I'm feeling a little blue myself. You know, a little anxious for no particular reason. A little sad that I should feel anxious at this age. You know, a little self-conscious anxiety resulting in non-specific sadness. A state that I call blue. Anyway, when I'm feeling this way, blue, I like to listen to my music. So, I was going through my records this morning. Yes, records. And I was about to put on the soundtrack recording of Meredith Willson's The Music Man. I had a craving for young Ronnie Howard. But then I said, no, let's have a treat. Let's disappear for a while into the decadent world of the 1920s, when the champagne flowed while the caviar chilled and all the world was a party. For the wealthy, anyways. So, I dug about, and what did I find but one of my favorite shows, Gable and Stein's The Drowsy Chaperone. Remember, music by Julie Gable, lyrics by Sidney Stein. It's the 2-record set remastered from the original recording made in 1928. It's the full show with the original cast, including Beatrice Stockwell as the chaperone. Isn't she elegant? And this was a full 15 years before she became Dame Beatrice Stockwell. Can you believe it? Here, let me read you what it says on the back. It says, mix-ups, mayhem, and a gay wedding. Of course, the phrase gay wedding has different meaning now. But back then, it just meant fun. And that's just what this show is. Fun. So, would you indulge me? Would you let me play the record for you now?
Yes.
I was hoping you would say yes. You hear that static? I love that sound. To me, it's the sound of a time machine starting up. All right now, let's visualize. Imagine, if you will, it's November 1928. We've just arrived at the north of the Morrosco Theater in New York. It's very cold. Remember when it used to be cold in November? Not anymore. November's the new August now. It's global warming. We're all doomed. Anyway, it's very cold and a heavy gray sleet is falling from the sky, but you don't care because you're going to see a Broadway show. Listen. It's the show's way of welcoming you. Hello, welcome. The meal will be served shortly, but in the meantime, would you like an appetizer? That's what an overture is. A musical appetizer. A poo-poo platter of tunes, if you will. Oh, something new. What could it be? Sounds like a dance tune, kind of rollicking. Maybe involving pirates. Don't worry, there are no pirates. All right now, here it comes. The moment when the music starts to build and you know you're only seconds away from being transported.
my fancy dress. I don't know why I'm wearing it, I must confess. My dress, I love my dress. But someone tell me why I put it on.
Yes, yes, your dress, your fancy dress. For such a pleasure airing it, restitching and preparing it. God bless your dress, it's one fine dress. And I will tell you why you put it on. Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime. Madam, you're the hostess and it's happy wedding time.
Wedding bells will ding, wedding bells will dong. Wedding bells will ding and we will ding along. Your dress, your fancy dress. We're very, very glad you put it on.
Wedding guests have come.
Wedding guests are here. Wedding guests are at the door and soon they will appear.
I'm Robert, the bridegroom. I'm here to marry Janet, that star of Feldzeig follies whom I love a lot. I'm George, that's George, his best man George. I'm honored to be doing what a best man ought. Ah, Mrs. Tottendale, now don't you worry, I have this whole wedding figured out. The key is organization, see? Each string represents a task I have yet to do. Get up the floors, pick the musicians, and book the minister. Don't worry, this whole wedding's gonna run like clockwork.
Oh, is that going to be a wedding?
I'm Feldzeig, producer. I've lost my leading lady. I gotta stop this wedding or I'm not worse.
Just kidding. I can't with Mr. Feldzeig. I'll be a leading lady if I get my shot.
We're pastry chefs, we cross off the pastry chefs and bakery. A bakery is what we got. My name is Adolpho. I have the king of romance, so I kiss along. You are the king of romance, so you kiss along. Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime. Wedding bells will celebrate a happy wedding time. Someone hasn't come, someone isn't here. Where is Janet Van De Graff and when will she appear? It's Janet, it's Janet, it's Janet.
I'm Janet Van De Graff, here to marry Robert Martin, giving up the life of glamour to tie the knot. I'm a chaperone, a Janet Van De Graff, maid of honor, friend and confidant, and all that runs. Where's the bar?
It's prohibition, madam.
I brought my own. It makes me drowsy. Tricks, the ABA tricks, paint up the sky. Surfing through the shadows in my modern apparatus. Tricks, the ABA tricks, I gotta fly. I'll see you when we tie the knot.
Well, there you have it. All the guests have arrived. We have a bride who's giving up the stage for love, her debonair bridegroom, a harried producer, jovial gangster posing as pastry chefs, a flaky co-reader, a Latin Lothario, and an aviatrix. And of course, my favorite character, the Drowsy Chaperone. What more do you need for an evening's entertainment? even know what that means. All right, I'll lead you through this record as best I can. Don't worry, it won't be hard to follow. So we begin with a welcome from the love-struck groom.
Well, I'd just like to thank you all for coming. I tell you, I must be some lucky fellow. Why, who would have thought that I, Robert Martin, would be marrying a glamorous showgirl, and that glamorous showgirl would be willing to give up a successful career for me, Robert Martin. If it weren't for Prohibition, I'd say let's raise a glass.
Hear, hear.
To Miss Janet Van De Graff, the most beautiful girl in the world.
Absolutely not.
Excuse me?
The crew must have just brought the wedding day.
It's bad luck.
I hope you heard that, because that's the plot, basically. Hang on for the ride.
Breakfast will be served in the Arabian room.
Breakfast.
Say, isn't it a little early to be drinking?
I don't understand the question.
Just keep Janet away from Robert, all right? You're the chaperone. It's your only job.
Aye, aye, mon capitaine.
Oh, Robert, who's my little monkey?
I'm your little monkey.
So, the bride and the groom are whisked away, and we turn our attention to the B plot, which involves the producer.
Mr. Feldzeig!
Getting married and leaving the show business.
Mr. Feldzeig!
Should she know I've got obligations?
Mr. Feldzeig! You don't need Janet no more. I mean, I can be your leading lady. You said it yourself, I'm useless in the chorus.
Kitty, for the last time. You ain't got what it takes.
But I've been taking lessons, singing, acting, ballet.
Ballet?
Yeah, pretty good too. Last week I auditioned for Swanee Lake.
A little annotation. Kitty and Feldzeig were a couple in real life, Jack and Sadie Adler. Now, this is a familiar comic construct, a stupid woman and her long-suffering companion. Well, she appears stupid, but in the end she does something quite clever that makes everyone wonder whether it's all just an act. The irony here is that Sadie was actually quite stupid. Jack had to explain all the jokes to her, apparently. But still, she had a wonderful career on stage. At that time, the theater was the only place where stupid people could earn a decent living. This was before television, of course.
Kitty, I don't have time for this.
Oh, but
Okay, the form, Mr. Feldzeig.
Not now.
Then perhaps a fitter well.
Boys, I'm not hungry.
Well, then perhaps we can give you something else to choose on. Yeah, something that ain't food.
What?
Your confusion is to be expected. Although we stand here before you in the guise as innocent pastry chefs, we are also primarily employees of a certain individual.
A certain individual?
A certain individual who happens to be the largest single investor of Feldzeig Follies. He has sent us here as pastry chefs to express his concern about Miss Van De Graff's upcoming nuptials. Specifically, that if she gets married and leaves the show, then there ain't no show.
say, don't I know you?
No, you don't.
Have you ever spent any time in Toledo?
You've spent any time in a coma?
No. But I'm present in Seattle.
Boys, you tell your boss that this wedding is never gonna happen. You have my word.
Take your weight, all right? But to go back on that weight would be a recipe to disaster. Now, we hope we're making ourselves perfectly eclair. One can only hope. You just gotta be kidding me. Much. Don't start with me.
All right, you got the whole pastry chef routine.
Alas, we ganache. We're on the way. Oh! Lambs and entree, you macaroon.